All right, for more on this, we are now being joined by N. Satyajit, who is a senior journalist from Manipur. Thank you so much for taking our time and joining us at these tense times. I would like to begin by asking you, since you are in Imphal, could you tell us the latest and what is happening at present?
There is some developments in which many describe as use of military-grade weapons, drones, missiles. I mean, these kind of weapons are used in foreign countries, in neighboring Myanmar, and so they have overthrown established regimes. So people over here are fearing a scenario where the militants, the Kuki militants, hill-based militants, they're equipped with sophisticated military system, military-grade weapons. They have drones, and if you simplify the matter, it is just like a shop or a house in the corner place being dropped from 5-6 kilometers from Red Fort area in New Delhi. So, and the other issue is such attacks are happening within the state itself. The attacks are not coming from under the country. So this is a very serious matter. The level of the new level of violence, the new level of hatred, the new level of attack. I mean, common citizens, women and children are dead. I mean, if you see the drone attack, a woman was killed. We still have to break the news to her daughter. She's still recovering. A 31-year-old Metis woman was killed. Her daughter, she's still recovering in hospital. We have not informed her that her mother has died. And the next day, just imagine the house of a former Chief Minister of Manipur. It was attacked. It was a missile attack. It was long-range missile. Security personnel said that the missile attacks, it was launched by Kuki militants. It has a range of 5 to 6 kilometers. This is the level of attack has reached a new dimension. I think we should appeal to the government to act fast, because people of the state, just imagine that they are not able to go out from the state for the last 14 months. Just imagine the people living in New Delhi. They are not able to move out to neighboring states for 14 months. I mean, this is like a state under siege by militants. I think this is a time to act for the government, because people are suffering. They are not getting petroleum. They are not getting LPG. I mean, for example, I myself, I don't have LPG now because the highways are blocked. Everything is blocked. We are not getting anything, food, and we are facing shortage of food. We are facing a humanitarian crisis. And the only problem is we feel that the people, especially living in mainland India, they are not concerned about the sufferings here in Manipur, because we feel alienated. We feel that the pain we suffer is not felt by our brethren living in mainland India. I would briefly say in the first round.
Right. Just to ask you, and of course pick up your first answer, you mentioned that these drones are foreign instruments, are used in foreign countries. Where do you think were these weapons brought from?
Because we have 398 international border with Myanmar. Only 10 kilometers fenced. The other is open. Anybody can come in. And one of the former BSF senior personnel, he said that about 70,000 rebels from Myanmar, they have infiltrated to Manipur. This is a matter of serious concern, because we have an open border. We don't have the borders just like in Kashmir and in other parts of with China. It is open border with Myanmar. Anybody can come in, and we have to understand that people, especially in the next to our region, we have Sagaing and Chin region in Myanmar. They have overthrown the regime. And they have a very close affinity to a certain militant group in Manipur. They have very close ties. And since everything is open, and one of the police personnel, we had a press briefing yesterday, he said that it is a very sophisticated weapons. They are using snipers. I mean, just imagine militaries using snipers on common citizens. And if you see the level of situation here, we have to shut down the lights every night, because since they are using drones, they can attack people. Just imagine that at Jiribam, yesterday, the militants, they were able to come inside a house and kill and butchered a person in front of his wife and daughter. Just imagine that. And the situation has reached to such an extent. The impunity in which they are doing their activities. I think the time has come for this great nation to rise to the occasion and serve the people, and at least forget for some time that they belong to a particular community. I mean, we should also remember that they are also humans. The state, the government, they have a duty to respect the land, the property, and lives of the people. We are also in. This is what the people of Manipur are saying. Please protect the fence, because this is a very porous border, and the fence across the border, they are very well equipped. Just imagine they have overthrown the regime in Myanmar, and they have close affinity with the people in Manipur, some particular group in Manipur. So it is very porous border.
You mentioned the communities, and we know that there has been a meeting to solve this problem. So what kind of measures is the government taking to calm down the situation, apart from just downing the drones?
It is a very complex issue. Just I said, because the attacks are not coming from a foreign country. It is coming from a very specific areas. What we are suggesting to the government is to sanitize the areas from where the attacks are coming. I mean, it is not a very difficult issue, but it is an educative order. I mean, it has to be done. I think someone is not taking the responsibility of conducting, of sanitizing the militants. If you remember what happened in Mumbai terrorist attack, and if you remember the parliament attack, immediate actions were taken. No action is seen on the ground here. That is the basic problem. But what the police and security personnel, they have told us that they have, launched anti-drone, and they are using military choppers, and they're taking up some steps, they said. But the problem is, we want the government to crack down on those people who are murdering innocent women and children. We have the duty to protect this innocent women and children. If you know the level of the scale of the problem is, we are afraid to send our children to schools. Yesterday, all schools were closed down because if you just imagine a situation where 50 drones drop with specific precision, and the level of expertise they have, the militaries, they have the level of scientific, it needs just a military expert. I mean, nobody can use the drones. It is a military grade. They have a range of 15 kilometers, and it can. And if you imagine the Manipur as such, it is not a very big state. It's very complex in budget. It's if you drive half an hour, it's over. The boundary is very small. So we are not sending out our children because just imagine, aerial droppings, missiles coming out. This is just like a war on innocent people. I mean, we are living in a very precarious situation. We are not able to breathe freely. We are not able to move out of our houses. This is a very dangerous situation. Just imagine it happening in your own country, and our government, the top leader has yet to speak up, or he's opened his mouth on this situation.
Right. Well, we of course hope for this situation to be solved as soon as possible. Thank you so much, N. Satyajit, he's the senior journalist from Manipur, for joining us and giving the latest.